All right, let's talk about something that hits close to home for so many Dallas business owners: marketing. Specifically, making it actually work. Today, we're diving into a guide from InterGlobal that honestly lays out a pretty clear solution to a huge challenge. Yeah, does this one hit a little too close to home? That feeling that you're putting all this effort into marketing, but you're just shouting into the void? Whether you've got a cool startup in Deep Ellum or you're running a solid business up in Plano, this is a super common feeling. But don't worry, we're going to get into the solution. So, where does this feeling come from? Well, this is the first big hurdle. The team at InterGlobal calls it the DIY marketing trap. And it's exactly what it sounds like. That belief that as the owner, you've got to wear all the hats, including the marketing expert hat. And frankly, it's a huge reason why a lot of great businesses just can't seem to get to that next level. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. Today's marketing, it's not just boosting a post on Facebook or taking out a local ad. This slide really nails it. It's a beast. You're talking about a crazy mix of strategy, tech that changes every 5 minutes, and just constant updates. It's literally a full-time job. Okay, now look at this number: 68%. Just let that sit there for a second. This number right here, it really puts the stakes of the digital world into perspective. So what's the big deal with 68%? Well, here it is. It means that over 2/3 of all online experiences, think about that, 2 out of every 3 people looking for something, they start with a search engine. So if you're not showing up when they search, you might as well be invisible. It's that simple, and that's scary. And that is the heart of the DIY trap we were talking about, right? Like, imagine you're running the hottest new restaurant in the Bishop Arts District. Your whole world is about creating incredible food, a killer vibe. That's your genius. You shouldn't also have to be a world-class expert on SEO. Your expertise is your business, not the wild world of Google algorithms. Okay, so if going it alone is a trap, what's the way out? That brings us right into our next section, the agency advantage. It's all about finding the right partner. When you team up with a pro agency, you get a whole bunch of advantages right off the bat. First, you're tapping into deep expertise, people who live and breathe this stuff. You also get an objective set of eyes on your business, which is priceless. Then there's the access to all the expensive professional tools, the ones that don't make sense for one business to buy on its own. It's scalable, so it grows with you. And maybe the biggest thing, you get actual, measurable results. No more guessing. So yeah, getting an agency seems like a no-brainer. But here's the thing. Not all agencies are the same, especially in a competitive place like Dallas. And this gets us to the real core of what we're talking about today. What makes InterGlobal different? This is really about a whole new way of thinking about marketing. Check out this comparison because it really lays it all out. On one side, you've got the old way. Basically, guesswork. That's where you see inconsistent branding, you're throwing money at ads that just don't work, and you get obsessed with vanity metrics. Likes, shares, stuff that makes you feel good but doesn't put money in the bank. Then you've got the InterGlobal way, which is all about data. We're talking a solid, cohesive strategy, making every dollar work harder for you and focusing on the only things that matter: leads and sales. So how do they actually do it? Take a look at this table. It shows their main services, but what I want you to really pay attention to is that last column, the InterGlobal edge. This is the secret sauce. See, they're not just building a nice website. They're using AI to make it smarter so it actually converts visitors. They're not just doing basic SEO. They're using AI-powered tools to see exactly what your competitors are doing. That's the new era approach we're talking about. And look, this isn't just some fancy idea on a slide. The proof is in the pudding, right? Over 100 websites launched, more than 50 SEO clients getting results. They have a serious track record of helping businesses right here in Dallas. Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting, because this isn't just about winning today. It's about setting yourself up to win tomorrow and the day after that. It's about future-proofing your business. I love this quote. The best marketing doesn't feel like marketing. It just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? The goal is to connect with people in a way that feels genuine, not salesy. The big question is, how do you pull that off in this day and age? The answer is smarter tech. And this is exactly how InterGlobal gets it done. They weave AI into everything. Take something like predictive analytics. Sounds complicated, right? But all it really means is they use data to figure out what customers will do next so they can tweak your campaigns before you waste a single dollar. That's a total game changer. It means you can give every customer a personalized experience, which makes your marketing feel more human, not less. This isn't some far-off sci-fi stuff, it's what smart marketing is right now. All right, so we've covered the problem, that DIY trap, and we've looked at this solution. So now for the most important part, what do you do next? This is your path to growth. Because let's face it, in a market like Dallas, you're not in business just to survive. Nobody starts a business hoping to just get by. You're here to thrive. You're here to grow and make your mark. And this kind of smart, data-driven marketing, that's the fuel that's going to get you there. And you know what the best part is? It's not complicated to get started. InterGlobal has it down to 3 super simple steps. 1, just reach out. 2, you book a free consultation, totally no obligation, just a chat. And 3, if it's a fit, you launch a customized plan made just for you. That's it. It's that easy. So that brings us right back to where we started. But now, hopefully, you see a clear path forward. The real question is, are you ready to stop shouting and start growing? Because this is how you do it.